Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. You know, pipes come in all kinds of different sizes and shapes, and if you can think of it, you can. There's somebody out there that's trying to make it. So I've got one here, a little unusual today. It's a cigar pipe, Sparkless is what it says. These are made by Mastercraft, and so I'm not going to fully restore this. I'm going to do some cleaning on it and such. And I really can't find a lot about these little pipes, especially smoking them. But we're going to attempt to smoke it too after we get it cleaned up a little bit. I won't be keeping this little pipe, but I'm going to say I've smoked one before. Let's turn around the workbench and get started. Let's take a closer look. This is about right at 5 inches in length. It's not too big. There's the Mastercraft, and you'll see cigar pipe. You can get a little closer if we want to. There we go. Cigar pipe. The other nomenclature, we've got Century Old Briar, Italy. And then let's see if we can read this up here. That says perfected. And this is the only real blemish this has got. And it stops right as you get into the rustication. I don't think I'm even going to try to do anything with that. Then we've got, looks like register REG NMU and 3, gee whiz, 84. I'm not going to do a whole lot to this. I'm going to leave the patina on the end cap. I'm going to see if I can touch up this area. I think it's a fill material. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. I'm not going to do really much of anything. You can see that again, that fill material. I'm going to see if I can match it up a little bit better. And then we got some oxidation. Some tooth chatter, no real bite marks, a little tooth chatter, real light. This is where I'll do most of the work, other than cleaning the interior. Anyway, won't be high polished, but it will look better. Pulling this out, it does have a stinger, and it has gotten split at some point right there. Some people would get it and toss it anyway, but I'm going to leave it in there. I'll clean it up. There's the stem. And then let's take off this front cap. There's the front cap. Now, let's see. Yeah. Because I was going to say that's missing. Here's the front cap, and then we've got this ring that screws back in, and so we use this ring for this position right here. I'll leave that out. And that would be the tobacco chamber. Doesn't look like it's been heavily smoked. That's for sure. That looks pretty good, actually. And then it comes apart in the center. And then we can see the chamber from the other side. And then we've got the final smoke chamber, because you don't really do any tobacco down this chamber. You've got 3 airways. I'm gonna clean this fairly well. I have not been able to get this to come out. I would say it probably does, but it's very tight. I might be able to line something up, but this is aluminum, and it very well could bend on me if I try to force things too much. I may put it in the refrigerator for a little bit and see if it'll just come off by hand, but so far, no luck with that. And then we've got this section. I tell you what, they did not make this thing friendly to clean unless you can get this unscrewed. Other than that, it's not, this part isn't going to get that clean. But But anyway, that's all the parts and pieces. So let's get started. Okay, I put a little piece, I don't know how well y'all can tell, I put a little piece of electrical tape over the logo, just a reminder that it's there. I'm going to sand lightly on this and then may just do some hand polishing, may not put it on the buffer at all. Just a little sanding. It's going to take a few minutes, but it won't be too bad. I'll get back with you when I'm done with the sanding. All right, I've sanded it down, and now I'm going to use this before and after fine polish. We'll rub it down. Like I said, I don't want to put this on the buffer. I want to do it all by hand. So let me work on this with the polishing compound, and we'll see where we end up. All right, I've got the stem hand buffed. It's very presentable, I think, in its condition. So we're going to leave it with that. The piece that had this in it, no luck with the temperature. And put it in the refrigerator. I even took a chance and putting that in there and twisting it off. It may be pressed on. And the reason I say that is because of this. I don't know if any of y'all have seen these advertised on TikTok. Oh, they're on all different kind of places. You can buy them on Amazon. I picked this one up off Amazon, I believe. But this is one of those ear cleaner things. It'll have a little scoop on the end. I just took that off, and it's a little camera. And so I went inside there to look around, and I'll have that video as part of this. But unlike with this one, where you see the threads, well, on the inside of here, so on the inside of this piece, I went in from right here. I don't see any threads below the metal. So I think this might be pressed on. I think it'd been better if they could have made it the screw on. This was, so why not this side? But anyway. Okay, this is that little endoscope, and I'm going in through the mortise. And this first little opening you see, that's where the flared stinger comes to. And then once we pass through there, we're in this bigger chamber. You see the metal cap there, and I'm looking at where the cap meets the wall, and I just don't see any signs of any threads. That doesn't mean they're not there. I just don't see them. But it doesn't look too encouraging to see if I can get that metal piece out. So I thought you might enjoy seeing that. All right, we're moving on to the bowl section of the pipe and take a little look at the inside walls, which they look pretty good. Don't see any real charring inside the bowl area at all. And on the right, you can see the threads that were cut, and you can actually see where the metal piece stops and the threads continue, and I'm just not seeing that in the other piece of the pipe, so I don't know. It's all I can do, guys, but I thought you might find this interesting. I don't want to shine this up like crazy. I'm going to just hand buff it with a little metal cleaner as well. I wanted to have some patina to it, so I think it deserves to be presented in that manner. So anyway, let me continue on. Now, since I couldn't gain access by removing this piece, I've just taken some paper towel with some alcohol and twisted it up down through there. And let's see if I don't know what to do if it comes off in there, but it didn't so far. But the only problem is there's a little funnel shape, and then it opens up, and so there's just no way of cleaning those walls in there. It's about all I can do other than take a risk on pulling that off. And after seeing the inside and the buildup and such, I don't think there's a whole lot of chance of that happening other than if you had to soak this whole piece just about in alcohol. Might work to sit here and just keep squirting alcohol down in between the two pieces. Might loosen up, might not. So I'm not going to take that chance. We'll just leave it as it is. So everything's been, well, sort of cleaned. Like I said, I'm just gonna. It's like pulling maintenance on it more than doing any restoration work. I'm just going to do maintenance on it. Trying to think of anything else I want to do. Now, this exterior, I want to see if I can do something with this feel. It would make it look better, but it's not a whole lot. Well, I haven't done anything with that. So let me clean up this piece. All right. As I mentioned before, I'm going to try to touch up these little spots. This was not too bad around here. And this may be mostly fill material. I'm not real sure. It kind of looks like it. Let me take off my glasses so I can see a little bit better. Yeah, right in here. And I'm going to do just a medium brown. And my applicator is going to be this cut end of a kitchen match. Had to think there for a second. So let me find a little spot to test. May have to go with the dark brown. Didn't get enough on it. It may just be absorbing too much. It looks kind of reddish to me. May have to come up with a different applicator. This is. Let me try it. Don't know that I like that too well. Got too much red in it. May be all right after I kind of wipe it down a little bit. Certainly better than the light color. It's kind of a little too much. I'm gonna go with the dark brown. Okay, got the dark brown out. I'm gonna like that better. No restoration work here, just trying to do a little touch up. You know, guys, I might apologize. I can't see that well. And I got you way out of frame, didn't I? All right, it's all right. I still got this nice shiny spot right here. So let's keep it in frame. Laying that on with a matchstick. And I'm going to rub a lot of it off. I don't have any alcohol. This is just a straight, dry paper towel. That one's kind of got that lighter brown on each side. I may leave it alone. Spot that I touched up out of frame a while ago. I think I like it all right. This was with the lighter color. Come back and use this dark brown. Okay. Don't want to get carried away. I just didn't like those. Kind of stuck out like a sore thumb to me anyway. Yeah. That's much better. I'm going to call this good. The next stop will be putting some tobacco in it and see if we can get this puppy lit and see how it smokes. So let's put some tobacco in this pipe and see if we can get it lit. Now I'm out in my shop and I don't keep it temperature controlled year round, so I don't store tobacco out here. But I've been doing some experimenting with the tobacco, and so this is what I got. Some good old Sir Walter Raleigh aromatic. I've been playing around with some stoving on the tobacco and a couple other things, mixing it with some other blends and such. but it just still happened to be out here. So we'll give it a shot. Oh, this opening to tamp it, I can't. There's nothing. You probably need to find a nail that will go in there. There's a number 2 pencil. Number 2 pencil eraser won't stick in there. So I don't have much of anything out here except this Allen wrench. Why not? I guess you could load this 2 different ways. Well, no, I wouldn't do it that way because you're going to pack to this nose piece. So, and like I said, I haven't found much on people trying to smoke these. I've seen some more modern day cigar pipes that are totally open on the end. That there's some videos out there, people smoking them and such. So we'll give this a try. I wouldn't think I would pack it past that end right there into that cone area. So we're not going to do that. Let's just make a mess. All righty. Fluff this up a little bit. I don't usually smoke Sir Walter Raleigh. But like I said, I've picked up a couple of pouches just to play around with a little bit. I have no idea on how firm or loose. My pick to loosen it would fit in there, but that's about it. Okay. I don't think that's overly tight or anything. And then, like I said, there'll be my tamper and the back in the recliner. To give you a little perspective on this, there's my regular tamper and the hole we've got at the end. So not a lot of room there. What I plan on doing is lighting a kitchen match and going in on the end right there. That might be a little tough to do. We'll see what we can do to hit it anyway. Well, it started to light, but it went out on me. This may be, I don't think I want to try to do a lighter. I see a little bit of the tobacco sticking out through here. I just don't think I want to do that. Come on, get lit. Okay. This might be a dumb idea too. I'm going to give it a char and use my lighter. And this is going to look a little silly. Okay. Gave it a char light. Well, now I can't. Oh, there it is. Lost my Allen wrench. Still lit. Spoke too soon. Well, that way works pretty well. Well, had a feeling this would go this way. But guys, I don't know if I'm ever get lit. My technique may be totally terrible. Don't go out on me. Went out on me. This is the most difficult. I can see why these aren't very popular. And my technique may be terrible. I'm gonna give it one more try. The tobacco's down back in there a little bit. Mm, I just cannot. Let me try one more thing. Mm. Well, my technique may be terrible, but I did get it lit. I'm done. But anyway, I smoke filtered pipes, so this one's a little harsh for me, but it's been an interesting experience anyway. I think if somebody wants to give it the time and dedicate learning a process to smoke these, it can be a very enjoyable smoke. Um, that's getting it lit, and if you're good at lighting your tobacco and not having to do relights, this might be for you. But I'm trying to be easy on it as far as putting a flame down around the opening and such. So anyway, I'm gonna call it success. I did get it lit, but not quite to the point that I wanted to. I think this will make a fun little pipe for somebody. It's not for me, but it's kind of neat. Now I can say I have smoked one, not necessarily for a long period of time, but I smoked one. Thanks for spending some time with me today and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.